Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with another match preview. This time it's the final one of the season. It's Swansea City versus Oxford United in the Sky Bet Championship this Saturday, 12:30 PM at the Swansea.com Stadium. Yeah, it's going to be another tough game. Obviously at this stage of the season, results don't matter too much, but it would be nice to finish off the season with a win, especially for Alan Sheehan, as it will be his first one since being given that permanent managerial role, which obviously I'm very delighted about. So yeah, I think it'd be very nice if we could top the season off with a win for him. You know, he's won us a lot of games since he's come in. I think it's 7, I believe. Obviously 5 of them coming in a row as well. We did lose our most recent one against Millwall, but you know, it's a tough test and a tough place to go, the Den. So yeah, you know, there's not too much shame in that. They're obviously chasing the playoff places, but yeah, it's always nice to finish the season with a win. And you know, we always seem to get home games for the last one, which is nice. But yeah, I'm going to run you through the injury news for both sides then. So to start off with the Swans, we've got Christian Pedersen, who'll be injured for this one, and also Harry Darling. You know, there's a bit of uncertainty about that. He didn't feature in our last game, so I don't know whether he'll be available for this one. And going on to Oxford then, for their injuries. So the first one for Oxford, they've got Greg Lee out with a muscle injury. They've got Tom Bradshaw out with an MCL injury. Elliot Moore with a groin injury. Max Waltman with a leg injury. And Ben Nelson with a hip injury. So yeah, they've got 5 players out who'll be missing from this one. So yeah, they've got a few more injuries than we do, in fairness. Going on to the key players for both sides then. So starting off with the Swans, if there's any Oxford fans watching this, I think these are the players you need to keep an eye out for. Number 1, I'm going to go with Goncalo Franco. Obviously he picked up our supporters player of the season and our players player of the season in the awards evening earlier on this week, and yeah, you know, deservingly so. He's been excellent this season, considering it's only his first season in you know, English football. I think, you know, it's really obviously a difficult thing to do, to come and adapt in a different country, and obviously since he's been playing here in Wales, you know, he's been excellent, and I think, you know, things can only get better for him. Hopefully he doesn't leave in the summer, because he seems to really love it here, and I hope he's here for, you know, years to come. But yeah, he's the first player I'll go with. The second key player I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Lewis O'Brien, who plays in midfield with him. I think, yeah, Lewis O'Brien's been excellent since he's come in. It'd be nice if we could keep him next season, whether that be another loan or permanently, but he's been really good. He's, you know, he's got a lot of experience, despite not, you know, he's not that old, is he really? You know, he's sort of in the approaching the peak of his career, and yeah, he's someone who I think is, you know, played really well for us, and yeah, he's definitely someone to look out for. The third key player I'm going to go with then, I'm going to go with Josh Tyman, our left back. I think he's very much improved this season and been one of our key men. So yeah, you know, he's really good at whipping across in, and yeah, I think he's really good both defensively and going forward. So I'll go with Josh Tyman. And as for Oxford then, the players I've highlighted then that I think we need to keep an eye out for. Firstly, I'm going to go with Mark Harris. Obviously Swansea born, but played for Cardiff. Obviously now at Oxford. So yeah, obviously he's played for Wales internationally as well. So he's got a lot of experience, and I think he's a really good striker at this level, and definitely one who can score goals. So yeah, I'm going to go with him. The second one I'm going to go with is Dembele. He's another player who's really good at this level, and you know, definitely someone I think can cause problems. So I'm going to go with him. And the third and final player I'm going to go with is Cameron Brannigan. Again, got a lot of experience, played for Oxford for some time now. I believe he actually scored against us a few seasons back when Oxford were in League One, and we played them in the Carabao Cup. I think that game went to penalties and we lost, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Brannigan scored in that game against us, if I remember correctly. But yeah, he's a very good player at this level, and definitely someone I think that we need to keep an eye out for. And then finally, going on to the team lineup I'm going to go with for the Swans. So in goals, Lawrence Vigouroux obviously picks itself. He was voted the best newcomer as well in our awards evening. So yeah, I'm going to go with Lawrence Vigouroux in goal. Right back, Josh Key. Left back, Josh Tyman. 2 centre backs, I'm going to go with Ben Cabango, and I'm going to go with Harry Darling if he is fit, but obviously if not, I'll go with Hannes Delcroix. And in midfield, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Lewis O'Brien, I'm going to go with Giancarlo Franco, and I'm going to bring Liam Cullen into that, you know, role a little bit deeper, which he has played for a lot of this season. So yeah, that's the midfield three I'll go with. Out on the wings then, I'm going to go with Ronald and I'm going to go with Ji Sung. They've both been really good recently, and you know, they're improving. I know they had a lot of stick at some point, you know, during the season when they weren't putting in enough crosses. They weren't, you know, taking on their man. They needed to work on their end product, which I do think, you know, out of those things I just mentioned, the end product is probably the one they still need to sort of work on. But other than that, they've improved their game really well. So yeah, I'm going to go with those two out wide. And finally up top, I'm going to go with Zan Vopotnik, who I think is very much improved as well, and hopefully he can get a goal to end the season. And then, yeah, lastly, going on to the score prediction, I'm going to go with, obviously, as I said, it doesn't really matter at this stage in the season, but it would be nice to finish it off with a win, especially for Sheehan. You know, it give a lot of confidence then going into his first full season as Swansea manager. So I'm going to go with Swansea City 2, Oxford United 0. I'm going to be positive. I think we're going to make it 6 wins in our last 7. I'm going to say to get the goals, I'll go with Zan Vopotnik. You know, I hope he can get one to end the season. And to get the other goal, I'm going to go with a little bit of a different one. I'll go with Hannes Delcroix to get his first goal, why not? So yeah, 2-0 Swans, Delcroix and Zan Vopotnik. But yeah, once again, a massive thanks for watching this. I will be back tomorrow with my final matchday vlog of the season. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.